Hello everybody, love and light to you. I just thought I'd go over a bit of a strange story that I have. It's all about I had this person that wanted me to look at their photographs and some videos. Okay, it's not a problem. I do this all the time. Um, if I could help in one way or another, then brilliant. I didn't have a problem with it. So I asked her to send me the videos and the photographs. She did so. 58 of them. Let's just clarify that. There was 58 photographs and 4 videos. All right. I had a look at them and instantly I come out and I seen a lot of information that was very clear in the photographs and in the videos. So brilliant. I'm all excited. I jotted them all down, all the info that I can come up with. After all, I can only tell you what's in photographs, not anything that might be to the side of the photographs. Okay, so as long as they're in the photographs right there in the shot, I can tell you something. All right, so I'm all excited. I got all this information. I got back to the lady. I said, here you go, I've got lots of information for you. You might want to take a seat, maybe take a pen and pencil and, jot down the things that I said for further use. She said, okay, but before we start, can you tell me why there's a planet in my living room? I went, excuse me? She, we're doing a video chat now. She said, yeah, there's a planet in my living room. You must have seen it. It was huge. I said, that's not a planet, my darling. That's spirit energy. Or spiritual energy, if you want to call it that way. Or in layman's term, an orb. Alright? She said, no, that's a planet. And I'm thinking to myself, I might want to try to get out of this situation if I can. You know, this person seems to be slightly more unhinged than the person that speaks to people that's not there. So anyway, I tried telling her again that it is not a planet that is in your living room. It is in fact spirit energy. No, it's definitely a planet. So on that, I tried to sidestep over it and go on to the information that I picked up on. I said, here's the information. I said, there's a person here. She's an older female. It said, it's not your mum. It's close to your mum and looks just like you. What, in the planet? There is no planet, my darling. It's spirit energy. But if you want to, yes, that planet is this person who I'm describing. No, that's definitely a planet. How can a person live in a planet? I'm thinking to myself, how can a planet be living in your living room? But anyway, I went over the information that I had. She still keep going back to, but what about the planet? Why is there a planet in my living room? I then thought, right, I'll leave her the basic information. And I said, give me 5 minutes and I'll get back to you, okay? So I disappeared and I went and got, it's what the police use. It's a photo fit where you can make up a face because I'm useless at drawing. So I made up the person who I could see in the pictures, all right? So I put it up and I was really quite proud of it. You know, it was really quite a decent look, decent capture of what this person was. So I went, here you go. This is the person that is in your photographs. Oh, that looks just like, and I'm waiting for it because I don't tell anybody any names or anything like that because I consider that misleading and that's like leading the client to, you know, believe and swallow anything that I say. So I describe the person and let you tell me who it is. I already know who it is, but, you know, I'm not going to tell you that. I just want you to tell me via the description that I give you. So she's going, oh, that looks just like my, yeah, that looks like my gran. I went, oh, really? Yeah, why is my gran in my living room? I said, well, they come to visit and stuff like that. Then a load more information starts coming through. I said, you know, that house that you live in was your gran's, and your gran sort of passed away, love her heart, and left the house to your mum, and then your mum moved out, and now you're living in that house, right? She said, yeah, that's brilliant. And I came up with 2 lines of her address, which I thought was quite impressive, seeing that I don't know this woman. I said, these 2 lines of the address, I said, are you familiar with this? She said, yeah, that's my address. She said, why? And she's pondering and she's looking all confused. She said, why is my house and my gran living in my living room in a planet? I said, it's not a planet. It really is not a planet. It's, you know, do you know what I do? You know, do you know anything about who I am and what I do? She said, yeah, I do. That's why I come to you, silly. I said, I'm finding it very difficult because while I've been talking to you here, 6.5 hours have gone past. All right? I kid you not, 6.5 hours of me trying to convince this woman that there is not a planet living in her living room, floating above her coffee table. No, she won't have it. It's a planet. And now she wants to know why her gran and her house is inside the planet in her living room. I tried to sidestep again after telling her numerous times what it was. It's not a planet. She then goes, okay, or can you tell me anything else? I told her about, unfortunately, I didn't want to say it, but I told her about a miscarriage. I told her about what the sex of the child was, and that was one of the other planets that was in the photographs. This little boy, love his heart, beautiful, kept coming. He would have been 5.5 years of age, and you know that you miscarried about 5 years ago, and this little lad didn't make it, but he would have been 5.5. Yeah, I had a miscarriage 5 years ago. I remember that. Was there any cats or any other animals? No, I don't see that. I just, I just see this little lad and this woman. You know, they're very much connected to you. No. So why is there a planet again in my? Please, can we get off the planet thing? I said the planet is not. It's irrelevant. So the planet is just an expression. It's just a form of this person who I'm trying to describe to you, who may or may not look or be your gran, okay? Whose house you may or may not be living in. Again, I'm starting to get wound up because this is 7 hours now that I've been working with this woman. Sweet Lord. I then go, right. I give her a load more information, a lot of personal information. I said, you had your gran, okay? She drove a red Cortina, okay? I said, it's a Ford Cortina. I said it was red, and that was her favorite car, and she literally drove it until it fell apart and had to be scrapped. Yeah, I remember a Cortina. Okay, brilliant. I'm starting to win her around now. Not like the miscarriage or the 2 lines of her address weren't enough. But anyway, I told her a load more. There's a lot more personal information, so I can't disclose that here. So I told her about 15 different types of personal information that I could not possibly know. I told her about a miscarriage, the sex of the child, what the father looked like. Okay, I described the child, I described the flat, the house, sorry, because the house was divided into flats, all right. I described the house when the may or may not gran owned it. I described the car that her gran drove, and lots of other personal information. And she went, oh, and her gran's favourite perfume that she always wore, and it was like a lily, all right? I'm not going to say the name of it, but it smells like that. It's a floral, quite a well-known perfume. Right, so I give her loads of information. She goes, yeah, but why is my gran and my house, and she's getting kind of irate with me. She's going, why is my gran and my house in a planet in my living room? And I'm starting to lose the absolute plot. I mean, I get this type of thing a lot, all right? But there's levels of sort of frustration, okay? And I'm so far south of being happy with this person at the moment, all right? This is 7.5 hours I've been working with this one person, whilst still talking to other people that, you know, at the same time and in between. So I told her a lot of information, and she still insists that there's a planet. I said, well, whatever, you know, that, can you agree that this picture, this photo fit, is your gran? She said, yeah, that's definitely my gran. I said, right, can you definitely agree that this is the first 2 lines of your address? Yeah, understand that, yeah. That is spot on, that is brilliant. I'm thinking, brilliant. She said, so you didn't pick up on any other animals? No, I wasn't looking for animals. Right. So the planet? I said, look, it's not a planet. Last time I'm ever going to talk about this, it's not a planet, okay? Your gran loves you, and that's it. She's just aware that you're living there. She just wants to make you aware that she's still around you. Whilst living in a planet, and I wanted to punch her face. I've never felt this. For the client, I have never felt this level of irritation. I wanted to punch the screen, and I was very close to it at one point. But there you go. It was very odd that I give her so much information. She come to me. I didn't go looking for her. She come to me, and I spent 7.5 hours, almost 8 by the time I finished. She wanted to know who was in the photographs. I told her what was in the photographs. I'd done her a photo fit picture of who's in the photograph. I told her the sex of her unborn child. I told her how old the child would have been. I described the child and who looked just like the father. I described the layout of the house. I described what car the gran almost lived in herself. I mean, she drove it so much. Some personal item of jewelry. I told her a lot of information. Do you know what she said? She said, yeah, my gran said people like you are evil. I don't believe in psychics and stuff like that. I went, oh, right, okay, why is that? She said, wait. Sorry. She said, you can't believe what they say. How do you know if they're telling you the truth? Oh my God. She can't believe that we could be telling her the truth despite me spending almost 8 hours and giving her so much information only the good Lord would know. But she don't believe in psychics because you can't tell that they're telling the truth. Anyway, I just thought I'd leave that moment of madness with you. I wonder how many other fruits I'll be talking to today. Anyway, love and light to you. See you later.